What's happening, people? Welcome back for another flashback, for another episode. I think we're on episode 12. We're getting there. We're slowly climbing up the numbers. People are still enjoying it, so we'll carry on. And today, as you can see, we have Mr. Worldwide.fnm himself in the
What's up?
building.
What's up? Yeah, man. It's an honor to be here. Finally, chop it up with you. I know we've been talking about it for a little while now, trying to get the timing right. And today's the day, baby. We gonna flash back on some fitteds, chop it up, Catmaster Flash, and your boy Worldwide FNM, man.
That is what we are about. So
Yeah.
what? We might as well start like everyone else starts. What are you wearing on the dome today?
Oh, today I'm rocking that Volume 2 New York Yankees. My last release. You know what I'm saying? Gray bottom. Inspired by myself as a child growing up, 1998. Jay-Z dropped Volume 2, Hard Not Life, with the lead single, that Annie sample. And I just remember just loving that song, loving that album. Even though I couldn't buy albums, I was really young. I was like 5 years old. But in New York City at the time, you're outside with the family, you see cars driving by, bumping Money Cash Hoes and Jigga What, Jigga Who, and all these other records. And, I come from an urban community, so hip hop has always been a part of my life. So I just remember loving that album, loving those beats, and like wishing, like, or like imagining, like, oh, when I get old, I'm gonna have a car and drive around playing music like that. And so
Yeah,
now that I am older, I'm in this field, in this lane of designing, and I've been wanting to design something dedicated to that for a while now. So
mm,
that's what I'm wearing. This is my latest
yeah.
release, and yeah,
I'll let you do all the on this one as
yeah.
well.
And I appreciate you wearing one of my designs too. That's the 2X Champ New York Knicks. Yeah, look at that token in the back. Released that with Home Game New York. Pretty much the inspiration for that was the City Connection, Ronnie Feig, the Kith designs. Around, I think 2024 going into 2025, or maybe also 2025, they had the double logo. So I was like, I need to do that and just put my own little twist on it. I put that metallic blue on the front logo, and then it was my first opportunity to use that 2X patch, so I had to do that. Nothing really much other than I'm a diehard Knicks fan, so I love to
Yeah,
make dope Knicks hats. Yeah,
yeah. You've to be fair, you've done some good ones in the past. You've done
yeah,
kryptonite
yeah.
ones.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Listen, I've missed out on every one of them, and then I remember I got it from home game. I had to get a size up, and then my order turned up. Should have been 4 hats. It was 3. That one was missing, and then I got an email saying you've been refunded the money. They obviously didn't have the size, and I was like, ah,
On that one that you're wearing.
no, the green one.
Oh,
You
the
know, your
the
2.0.
second one?
Yeah,
Oh
I paid
man.
for it. It was in the car. It was in the order. It said shipped. It come instead of 4 hats, there was 3 hats, and that one was missing. And
Okay,
then I
because I was gonna say, so how did you get the one that you're wearing? But it's because you
no,
ordered
no,
both of them because they
yeah.
dropped what, like 2 weeks apart or something, like a couple weeks apart from each other. So
I think I got
wow,
EA on
damn.
that for you, this one, because
You got the
I remember you
EA.
telling me to size up. I
Okay,
remember.
yeah, yeah. I deal with so many people helping them with the
Yeah,
EA
yeah.
that sometimes I forget who I gave EA to on what hat. And I'm like, I think 45 hats in now
Mm,
since I started, so it's a lot to remember sometimes.
yeah. To be fair, I've done pretty well of the last lot. Like you say, I've got the Teamer Braves, got this
Yep.
one, got the one you're wearing, got
Did you get the
the
Gamma?
no, I missed on that one.
Okay. How
I got
about the
what?
Chicago? The
No,
Shadow?
I don't really
Yeah.
do Chicago.
Okay, you don't do Chicago.
Uh,
Okay, that's a good one though in hand. That's my
yeah,
first Chicago Cubs, and I love that hat. And my first time doing a red bottom on that one,
Yeah.
but no,
I
yeah,
did
you're doing
the
good.
the the
Oh, you
2.0.
come home with me.
Yeah,
You got that one. All right,
yeah,
all
got
right.
that one. Yeah.
And I
I'm
know
talking
you.
the other
And
one.
I know you're
The
already
Cuban link.
locked in for the
The
next
Cuban
one.
links. Yeah, the Cuban links one. Was that yours?
Oh yeah, Cuban Link. That's me. Yep, home
Yeah, got
game.
that
Yeah.
one. And the I got the pack, the Beanie Siegel Jadakiss one. I got both of them as well.
Oh, you killing it, man. I
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
appreciate you, man. I love to
Yeah, I
hear
got
that,
all
man.
them.
Thank you so much. You know I got you locked in too for this next one I'm about to drop. And it's
Yeah,
gonna be a goodie. Right now, me, Gentleman Soul, um, Always Gonna Eat Jay, Ills, Big Bro, and the Caps and Curveball family.
yeah.
We have a chat, a channel actually.
I'm in it. I'm already in it.
You're in
I'm
it.
in it.
You're in it. I know you're in it. So
Straight
I've
away.
been
Boom.
already teasing, letting the people in the channel choose my next design that I actually like put out. Like not that they get to choose which one I make. It's already made. It's already ordered. But I got two hats coming in the delivery, so it's like they get to choose which one I start promoting first. Excuse me, and I'll give them, first dibs on purchasing that.
Which
But
one was which one was winning? Because the last time I looked, the Toronto one was way ahead.
Toronto is winning, and I'm kind of happy about that. And I'll leave this gem right here exclusively for you.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
The Toronto is my first pinky.
Oh, nice.
So,
Nice.
I got you on that one too. The first Worldwide FNM pinky. 2.5 years of designing. I'm finally doing a pinky. So I'm really, really excited about that and looking forward to that.
Nice. Nice. Like to be fair, like I like I like a different under. I love a different colour under visor. Like I'm
Yeah,
about that. I've done three FNFs. So like my my
that's a
Rangers,
good one. That's a good
yeah,
one. I like that.
it's
Oh,
minty.
it's like it's mint, or is it like lime?
No, it's mint. So it's to
Oh,
match the sea frame like the Statue of Liberty.
yeah, like the
Why we did
Liberty.
it.
Okay, that's different.
And
That's
then my
different. I like
first
it.
one, and then that one, that was my first one.
Yeah, camel
And
bottom. I
then
like that. I
the
like
camo
that. I
because we
got I got a hat like that with the
made the
camel
camo
bottom.
pin to go with it. And that.
Nice.
So I do like I'm all about a different UV because
Yeah,
everyone does greys, greens, which is
yeah,
what people like, but
and
sometimes
I
I like
respect
a different.
I respect like guys like yourself that take chances and think outside the box. Sometimes it's not for everybody. Like me, I'm more of
Mm,
a classic, clean. I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
go too crazy with my ideas. I do the gray, the green. I just did my first red bottom with the Cubs. I'm gonna do my first pinky. I want to do icy. I want to do like the blueberry bottom. But
Mm,
I don't see myself really going much crazier than that. Unless it's like something that really, really pops to me. I'm like, nah, this is like undeniable for like my taste. Cause
yeah,
I make hats for everybody, but at the same time, like I make them for myself too. Like,
yeah.
like will
Yeah,
I
that
wear
that is
this? Will I like this? Would I fucking collect this? All right, yeah. So I'm gonna make it. But yeah, I respect like the mint bottom. I don't
mm,
think I've seen anybody do that until now.
mm. And I mean, it just works with the Statue of Liberty. That was
Yeah,
what
it
it was
makes
hooked
sense, and
to.
it makes sense.
So,
Like I said, that's why I fucks with it. I like that.
but like I'm very much like you in the respect like I'm a massive hip hop head, 90s, 2000s. So that's why a lot of your hats resonate for me because they're based hip hop,
Yeah,
Jadakiss. I love Jadakiss and stuff
yeah,
like that. Whereas like so I did an Ice Cube based on his album cover, Laugh Now, Cry Later.
yep. I remember when you did that too.
Yeah,
I remember like
and
before I
then
really had a relationship with you.
yeah,
I remember that dropping and seeing you post it.
and
That was
then
with
I've
was
got
that with Society?
no, that's an
No, it was
FNF.
just you. It was
I've
just
not
you.
had a
Okay.
store. I've not had a store
I guess I
drop.
just seen like people that
Yeah,
fuck with you posted a
Mm.
lot too, so
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
aware of it.
yeah. No, I've got some stuff coming out soon, and that
Okay.
and one, two, three of them are hip hop hooks, and
Fire.
that because
I
that's
know you
I
got
like.
one that I know I'm locked in on for sure
Yeah.
coming.
Oh, the Ghostface F and
The
F.
Ghostface, I'm all about Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang
Yeah,
for the
man.
kids, you know what I'm saying? One of my early hats was the Wu Blunt, and
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was the Yankee with the, and really the inspo wasn't like anything specific to like Wu-Tang music, but it was like a
yeah, yeah,
fire iconic pic of Method Man with the fang grills, and he got like a Philly
yeah.
blunt in his mouth with the navy blue headband to the side, and I was like,
Mm,
just that mood was just like inspiring to me. Like I like to do things like that too, like mood board inspiration. Like it doesn't even
yeah,
have to be about something specific. It could just be like an image and a vibe that just inspires me.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. And that's what I take. Like Ray's Crush on You. That pack he's just done, right? That has inspired me because, like as a designer, like you look at album covers, pictures, things like that. But I always forget to go back and watch a music video and
Oh
see all
yeah,
the and
I'm
that
heavy
is
on
got
that
me
too.
looking back. I'm going to start looking back through old music videos because there might just be one scene and you'll be like, "That's the one. I like that," and then that's
So
your inspiration.
early on when I first started with home game, one like maybe my fourth hat was a green Brooklyn that was dedicated to Shine's album Godfather Buried Alive,
Mm,
and it was my first like side baddie Brooklyn script, all green tonal with the gold metallic gold rush front logo. But when I did that, I was like trying to find other things, and I was watching the Bad Boys video, Shine Barrington Levy, and he's
mm,
wearing a throwback Brooklyn Nets jersey, and I cooked
yeah,
up this Dodgers um colorway to go with the jersey inspired by him wearing it in the video. I wanted it to be like a part two, and I did like a what is that kind of like cascade, I guess, when it's like multiple.
yeah. The cascading
I
logo.
did
Yeah,
like the cascade front logo, and then I just did the B on the side cascade, and
yeah.
it didn't get approved. We couldn't do it. And I was like, damn. But that was one of like very beginning, one of those moments where I was inspired by not just an album cover or a picture. It was like something in the music video. So to
Yeah, yeah.
see Ray, to tie it back together, see Ray do that,
Mm,
I'm like, I love that because I've been having those same kind of inspirations, like watching music videos. Like right now, I got something in the tuck, a Jay-Z hook, and it's from the Streets is Watching um Where I'm From
mm,
video,
yeah.
and it's just based off him wearing like that red jersey in front of the Marcy Project. So I did like red type Brooklyn vibes, and I used a patch that is like the same year that Marcy Projects was built. Like
Mm,
shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I
yeah.
haven't got that made or approved or submitted yet, but it's something I got in the tuck, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And it's just inspired by like a moment in the music video,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. And
So
that's
I can
exactly what
relate.
I'm like that. I've got a Lloyd Banks one I've done that's just waiting. I'm waiting for like just the right time. I've got a 50 Cent mixtape one that's hooked to a mixtape.
Me
I'm working
too.
on an
I got
Eve Phillies for Scorpion.
nice
Um,
Scorpion, nice
just
classic.
loads. But I'm trying to save it because obviously it's all right. I like doing FNFs and that, but I want to save some stuff like for when I eventually get a store thing. I
Yeah,
need
and
to put one.
nowadays, man, I can't lie, man. The store stuff is like a lot of these stores are locking in on their teams, and like
Mm,
they're just like stuck with not like opening the door anymore. I feel like we're
yeah,
like at that moment. And it's cool, but like sometimes like, you know, new guys deserve shots too. You know what I'm saying? It's not like sometimes I feel like it's too like superficial. It's like not for the love of creating, and it's just more for the love of money. And I
Yeah, it
understand it's a
is. Yeah,
business. It's a business at the end of the day, but come on, man. Like, let's make dope hats. If you're a hat store, like, even if you have some hats left over, just chilling on the shelf, like, cater to the people that aren't familiar with the community and just come
mm,
by and come into your store and just want to see dope shit,
exactly. Yeah,
you know? But who am I? You know, I have no control over
yeah,
stuff like that,
exactly.
you know? I just have an opinion, I guess, you know?
Yeah, but like you say, I'll just carry on with FNF. So I don't mind FNFs. You know, it
Yeah,
allows me to make what I want to make. If people are down with it, people are down with it. You know, and
yeah,
luckily I've got a few now, and that. So you've got like you get your little like your group, your people that
yeah.
support you and enjoy what you make. And I find a lot of us are like I'll I'll support you, you support me, then I'll support them, and they support that, and it's
And
and
that's
that
how you
that's
build
nice.
your network, your community. And
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
ask me, if you can afford to invest in yourself and then get it to your people and take care of the people that really fuck with you, I think
Mm,
that's better.
yeah, yeah,
I think that's better. It's all about, can you afford that though? Can you afford
yeah.
to continue investing in yourself and taking the chance of making your return on the investment? You know, like I
Mm,
said, it's a business, so I understand money's involved, but you know, we also do it for the love. But then when you do start investing in yourself, you're like, all right, I hope this does do well so I can not only cater to my passion for this and my love for designing, but make my return on my investment, you know?
yeah, yeah. That's 100% what it is. Like every time, see, I do it a weird way, and people call me crazy. So when I do an FNF, I'll find out who wants to lock in. I'll fill the spaces, and then I'll pay for it. I'll just pay for it, get it done, get it ordered. Then I start asking people for the money, and it's only the
Yeah,
ghost face. The ghost face is the first one I've asked for the money before the hat's actually turned up.
yeah.
Like, but I've got
And you know,
targets made for this, you know.
from being part of those like group chats and network, I feel like it's going well for you, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you
Mm,
got one or two, maybe three people that like, hey, you know, I need a little more time or whatever, but I
yeah,
got
yeah,
you, and I'm definitely interested, but I feel like it works, you know, it's working.
yeah, yeah. I think there's
To
one
be honest,
person.
that might be your bread and butter. That might be your bread and
Yeah,
butter, just doing it
yeah,
that way, bro.
yeah. Because at least I know it's ordered, and I'm not waiting for that person to then put the order in. That's how I see it. Because I've seen other people do it, and they'll say it's a 36. They'll get to 30, and then they could wait a month, 2 months for them 6 people, and that holds it up having to order it. Whereas with me just paying for it, that I can order it, and then it gives
Yeah,
me 3 months to chase everyone basically.
yeah.
Which,
But even if you ordered 30 hats or you ordered 36 and you got 30 buys and you pay for the full 36,
yeah, yeah,
you never know from the people that bought it and they start sharing it. Those next 4 or 5 hats or 6 hats could get sold now from just the people that already bought it, sharing it
yeah,
now.
yeah,
And people be like, oh, what is that? And then they point you them in your direction, you know?
yeah, and that does happen. To be fair, like
Yeah.
I think out of all of them, I've I've only got I think I've got three of the Ice Cube left. They're all halves, and I think there's maybe two or three of them, a couple
Yeah.
of three apes, and I think an eighth. I think that's it. So I
Yeah.
don't mind. They can sit here. I got rid of one of these the other week, and this is last July. This come out. Someone will see a post. Oh, I didn't know that come out, and then they'll find out who it is, and then I'll get a message. So I'm not
Yeah.
like you say.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't
You
rush to
know,
sell things. You
you know how
know.
many
So
times people hit me up because they see like someone share something and then they'd be like, oh, when's this coming out? And I'm like, dude, sorry to tell you, but that came out a year ago or 2 years
yeah, yeah,
ago. Like even like now that I did the Come Home With Me 2.0, I shared the 1.0 just so like if you didn't know, like, oh, this was
yeah,
part one and this is now the part two. And people hit me up They didn't hit me up about the 2.0. They
The
hit me up
first
for the
one.
1.0 and be like, "Oh, so what's the release date on this?" And I'm like, "That's just part one. That was like literally my first design ever. Like
Mm,
2.0 is what's being promoted right now." But I understand, like
yeah,
you probably just now discovering who I am. I'm still growing my name, growing my brand. So every day someone new finds out about me.
that's the beauty. I like that you can be in have all these followers, all the people that you interact with, yet someone new, you'll come across someone new, or they come across you, and it's
Yeah,
crazy to me. I do enjoy that.
yeah,
To
for
be honest.
sure, for sure.
So, I'm, how did you get into collecting fitteds? What was it a childhood thing? Was it sports? Was it hip hop? Because that's a lot of
Hon- Honestly,
inspiration.
it was more of a childhood and fashion thing. As we mentioned with this was dedicated to my childhood. But the Baby Tema Braves is
Mm,
actually part one. So like that's part one. This is part two of the collection, which pays homage to my childhood of me falling in love with hats and music and fashion. So my mom used to put hats on me, and I put up a post of me as a kid wearing an Atlanta
mm,
Braves hat. My government name is Aaron, Aaron. So she liked the Atlanta logo. It had an A. She put it on me, and we're from New York, so she always put Yankee hats on me as well. Like I remember kindergarten, first day of school, walking into kindergarten with a Yankee hat on, you know. So
yeah,
that's how my love started. And then as I got older, even I'm talking 7, 8 years old, going to the store and picking out a pair of Jordans, and then my mom taking me to get an outfit to match, and I always got a hat with the outfit. I always like to match my hats with my Jordans, and like anybody that knows me from growing up, elementary school, junior high school, and like came to my house to hang out. I had a rack full of hats, all different styles, different NBA, MLB, NFL, different, and I always had different color hats to match with my outfits on, like, cause I was always into Jordans and fashion.
mm,
And that's how I fell in love with hats. Fast forward, being an adult, I got I became a father at a young age, so I was still into the fashion and all that. I went through my eras from fitted hats to snapbacks, from like Tisa stuff and old
mm,
school. Like we were hunting like throughout Soho, and we had like a couple spots in Queens where I'm from in New York, and we would find like the vintage old school Brooklyn Nets snapbacks, or fucking Chicago Bulls, Tampa Bay Devil Rays, not even just Rays, Devil Rays.
mm.
You know what I mean? And we were always hunting for shit like that. Um, but as I became a father and all that, I would just started like sticking to like my Supreme, my Stussy, ice cream, snapbacks, fitteds, things like that. And then come the pandemic, we're home, we don't got nothing to do. I start collecting shit again, fucking sports cards and Funko Pops and all this other shit. And then fucking my cousin, excuse my language, I curse a lot. I'm trying to work on
Hey, listen, I'm the same.
that.
Don't worry about it.
But my cousin, I had to like get a fit, and he was like, "Yo, go to All the Right." So All the Right is literally around the block from my high school. So he was like, it's right there by the school. I went to Newtown High School, so he's like, it's right by Newtown. I go, I got this Yankee hat, fitted, and like almost every day after that, like when I came back to Pennsylvania, I was like just looking at this hat, and I'm like, yo, I love this hat. Like I just never seen like a mix. It was like a Atlanta Braves hat, but it was a Yankee. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? And it had the Atlanta All Star patch. And like that was like kind of to me like the first time I saw like the clash, the mix up, you know.
Yeah.
And come to find out, their inspo for it was like Derek Jeter's all-star game in 2000 was in Atlanta, and it was like dedicated to that. So it was a Yankee, but it was Atlanta inspired. And I was like, oh
Mm.
shit, it was Atlanta inspired. Anyway, I'm like, yo, I think I could do some stuff like this. So I start researching and shit and finding like there's a community. My other cousin was like, yo, check out Hat Club, check out Off the Dome podcast and all this stuff. And this is probably now already like 2021, I want to say, or something like that, like mid 2021. And then I just started learning how to mock up. And I told my cousin who sent me to All the Right originally, he designs jeans. His name's Jarrell Robert. Me and him actually did the Come Home With Me hats together. And we did a couple other hats together. Um, but he because he designs jeans, he had a relationship with All the Right and he had a relationship with Home Game, but it wasn't Home Game, it was called Privilege. So
Mm.
he had to decide who he wanted to do his pop-up with for his jeans, for his brand. He ended up going with Privilege. So that's the first time I kind of met the people at Privilege and all that. I met Teddy, but I didn't really like meet him, you know. I was just like, hey, what's up? Cool. And we were hanging out there, you know. After I'm telling him I'm doing these mock-ups, since he already has a relationship, he was like, I'm gonna find a way where you could design. And he goes to Privilege, and when he walks through the door, at the time D Nose was running Privilege with Teddy. Shout out to my boy D Nose. He, if you know him, like he's official dude. Um, ill clothing line. He does sneakers with the question mark, like some Air Force style. Fire when it comes to this fashion shit. So D Nose is like, you're the guy I'm looking for. And my cousin's like, what's up? And he's like, we're gonna start doing hats. Just out the blue. Like
Mm.
literally the conversation me and my cousin had was probably like a week prior. And he goes, you know anybody? Like, can you point us in the right direction that we might want to design and like knows about the hat stuff? He goes, yeah, I'll put a team together for you tomorrow. I got the perfect person. Calls me up when he leaves. He goes, you'll never believe it. You're gonna design your first hat. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, yeah, Privilege is gonna rebrand as Home Game, and they're putting together this team, blah blah blah. I want you to be one of the designers. And he hit up me, Define Mo, who's
Mm.
his cousin as well, from his father's side. And he brought in, I don't know if you know Good Boy Brims.
I've seen him on Instagram.
Yeah, he hasn't been in the community for like a little over a year now. He kind of, I guess, is doing his own thing on the side. But he brought us three, and I got to like chop it up with Teddy. I showed him a few designs I had. One of them really stuck out to him that he wanted to make for sure. I know you said you want a flashback. I have the hat here. That was the first one that caught Teddy's eye, that gave me my opportunity to become a designer. But when I got to know Teddy and all that, he actually ended up asking me if I knew fitted algebra.
Mm.
And I didn't know
Yeah.
him personally, but I knew of him, and that was actually his homie as well. So he said he's gonna have him design as well. So me, fitted algebra. Um, there's a guy, I think Splurge, Mr. Splurge, him, Define Mo, and maybe Beyonce. I could be mistaken. We were like the first team of people that designed for Home Game. And that's kind of how it started, like that path. But I always had a passion for hats since a kid.
Not,
Sorry if
and
that was
like,
a long-winded
no,
answer,
no,
but
but like I say, it's good for people to understand
yeah,
sort of thing, and it's
yeah,
good that you still do stuff for home game still now, don't you?
yeah. I mean,
You
as
know?
as I get in where I could fit in,
Yeah, yeah.
the regime changed a little bit, but Teddy's still there, and that's still the homie. I'm always grateful that he took a chance on me and trusted Dino's and my cousin Jarrell on giving me the opportunity, But definitely, shout out to them and shout out to everyone that believed in me and you know what? They gave me the opportunity and I'm still running with it. I'm still growing, I'm still learning, but I feel like I'm doing them proud because I didn't just half-ass it and take the opportunity and then just let it fall by the wayside. Like, you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
actually dedicated myself to this and I do my best to, make quality stuff and continue to build my name and my brand and
yeah, man.
hopefully they look at that as a positive that helps their brand as well.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Right. So I think I know. So teams, I know he's New York one. So I'm gonna guess this. I'm gonna say Yankees, Knicks. I know them two. What Giants?
Giants, yep.
So we're the same so far.
Mm-hmm.
Rangers,
Rangers,
Islanders. Right. We've got
Rangers.
the same teams. Look, there we are.
Same
Bang.
teams. Yeah, that's crazy.
Same
It
teams.
always it always amazes me when I meet people from another country, right? I'm not
Yeah,
the
yeah,
best with my geography, but London and all that, the UK is another country. I
yeah,
know that, right? So it
yeah.
always it always amazes me when I find or I meet people that are from like areas like that and they're New York fans
Mm,
and stuff like that. And I love
yeah.
it. It's fucking awesome, but that's crazy. We got the same teams.
It's
I'm not gonna
because
act like I'm the biggest hockey fan and I'm like well versed and like
mm,
totally invested. I'm really just a Rangers fan because I like the colorway and I like the team logo and I just feel like naturally I became a Rangers fan. I
yeah.
went to a hockey game when I was a kid and it was actually an Islanders game. I went with my school, but
Mm,
when I was able to like make a decision, I was like, I like that Rangers like vibe. Like, I don't know. And like playing NHL on a game,
yeah.
like I picked Rangers.
Well, you did it. You did a nice Rangers app. I remember that one.
Yeah. I was actually, not to toot my own horn, but just to put it out there. Um, Besides being one of the first designers with home game, I was legit the first designer to do football, basketball, and hockey with home game. Before me, no one else did Knicks, Giants, none of that. No hockey, none of that with home game. I was the first one who did all that stuff with them.
Because I think still like people are more they gravitate more towards MLB and
For sure.
because I don't know whether you know there was a like a design contest before Christmas that Battle Dome and I was the only person that submitted a hockey mock up. Everyone else MLB and I
Wow.
and I won my bracket so that I was the only NHL hat and it actually won the bracket. And
Yeah,
that's
I'm
getting money.
surprised. I'm surprised. I feel like the way things are going, like I know when I first started like learning about the hack community, I didn't actually know there was a community.
Mm,
Um, but when I did, like there was diversity, but it was mainly MLB and minor leagues.
yeah, yeah.
And then when I um did I do no, I did the Kryptonite 1, May 2024. I felt like as soon as I did that, it kind of opened the floodgates. Was like, oh, matter of fact, basketball hats are pretty fire too if you do them in a good
Mm,
good way. You know what I mean? And
yeah, yeah.
then maybe a couple months later, I did my kickoff pack, which was my Giants and my Jets, and that went fucking well as well. And even the guys at home game was like, we need more. And you know what I'm saying? Then you see um more people doing that, not only with home game, but with other stores. And then probably right before 2025, New Era got the rights back to the hockey stuff. So
Yeah,
right away, I went to Rangers. Me and Teddy
yeah,
actually together. That Rangers is actually a collab with me and Teddy because Teddy was like, I want to do that logo. And then I just kind of I chose the patch, I put the colors together, and that Rangers hat went fucking stupid.
mm,
Like that shit sold super well. And then I followed it up with a Detroit Red Wings that
yeah, yeah,
also
nice.
went well. Honestly, and that I forgot I made that Detroit Red Wings to like recently. I like was building a new hat rack and
Mm,
I took it out of the box because I still got like boxes and stuff. And I'm like, I've never even curved this. I've never worn this. Like this hat is so fire. Like, what am I doing? Like, so I'm waiting for the right opportunity. I'm gonna pull that one out.
yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
now I think basketball there'll be a lot more now that they've got hardwood classics back
And now
because
they
that
got hard. Yep.
it unlocks the best logo in NBA. Come on now, it's on it. But
Which is
you've
definitely
got
up there as one of the best logos for
you,
sure.
you've got all the side patches like the New York All Star
A lot
Weekend.
more, a lot more options for sure. And I'll tell you, right here on Flashback Fitted to Fitted's, me and Big Bro from Caps and Curveball got
Mm-hmm.
two basketball hats coming. By the time the NBA playoffs is starting, we should be dropping those. And I'm telling you, they haven't got delivered yet. They're on their way. But when these come in hand, pause. But when we get to see these in person, I'm telling you, these are gonna be some bangers. Like I'm really, really looking forward to those. Shout out to Big Bro on the collab with that one.
Shout out, Big Bro.
Yeah.
I like the Knicks hats he's done so far. Spot
Oh,
on.
wait till you're a Knicks fan. Wait till you see this
Yeah,
Knicks hat. What we did was I made one Knicks hat, he made one Knicks hat, and then we took everything we liked about both hats and
combined them.
fused it.
Nice.
And then we did the same thing. I'll tell you right now, the second hat is a Houston Rockets, and we did the same thing. So we did kind of like a '90s Knicks Rockets. Oh
Nice.
man, like wait till you see this. I'll
Ready.
when we're
I'm in
done
on the
here,
Knicks straight
I'll
away. I
show
don't
you
need
an
to see
early
it.
preview. I'll show you an early preview when we're done here.
Yeah, I don't need to see it. I'm in on that straight away.
Say
So,
less.
so obviously with the tip. So, before we get on to the hats, what are your favourite logos in general, and what are your favourite logos to work with? Would you say
Um,
across the board? So it doesn't have to be
Across the
certain leagues.
board, I'm not gonna lie, I've done so many New York hats, and that's my favorite logo, you know.
Mm,
But I'm at the point where I'm kind of probably gonna hold back. I probably got one or two more New Yorks, and I'm gonna start really diving more into other teams. And I've always have been well versed. Like I've done Pittsburgh Pirates, I've done Philly, I've done Mets, I've done Chicago now, I've done Texas, I've done Seattle. Um, I've done Atlanta now, and I love my Atlanta hat. I'm not gonna lie, even though I'm a
mm.
Yankee fan. Like I said, my mom used to put that Atlanta hat on me. I've always had a love for that logo. I think I want to do more Atlantas. Um, one of my first hats actually that got the biggest positive reaction and sold really well was my first Philly hat that I did with So Fresh.
Mm.
Oh, I just did my first San Francisco hat this year. I want to
Uh,
do more of
so
I
you,
want to do
you can't
more of those.
you can't talk about that San Francisco. It makes me sad because I got that right. It got sent to my friend, and then he keeps it, and then when I get 9, 10 hats, he sends a big box.
Yeah.
the box he sent with that got lost. So that box had the world is mine, your San Francisco in. It had, listen to this, for a lineup of acts that got lost. So it had that. It had the Eat My Gap, Doctor Doom, Detroit. It
Oh my
had
god.
the Lids Real Tree Copper Collection, New
Oh,
York.
I've seen someone post recently.
Literally,
It might have been your homie.
It had nine of
What?
the best acts and got lost.
There's no way you could get that found. Like no one could find it. Like
I've,
it's not
I've
possible.
tried my end. My friends tried USPS, and they've turned around and said because it was international and it was first class, there's no we can't. There's no way of tracking it and search track and trace, and that was that's been missing since November. It's, so that
What
hurt
size
me.
are you again? You're 5'8"?
5'8", yeah,
Damn.
fat head. You know.
I wish I could find that San Fran for you. It's
I
sold
keep I,
out,
I
but
keep looking on Atwall. I always check Atwall just in case he's got it.
he might have it actually. Maybe it's just not for sale. But
Mm,
that hat, I just wore it last week for the first time, and I've loved the hat from day one. Just getting it in my hand and admiring it,
yeah,
and seeing other people post it. But I'm the kind of person like, just because it's my design, I'm not just gonna automatically go to wear it. Like I might
mm,
wear other people's designs before I even wear my design.
yeah, yeah,
Um, but it was a nice day out. I said, you know what? I just got it curved up. And I'm like, I'm putting it on. And I was like, I fucking love this hat, man. I'm doing more San Francisco's for sure because of that. But to get back to your question, I think with the new stuff that I've been doing, my favorite logos right now that I want to continue to work on are the Atlanta, the San Fran logos, and I got a Oakland A's in the tuck that I'm about to work on. Something about those logos I really like, and maybe
yeah,
Chicago White Sox because it did so well for me, and finally when I got to like see the logo like my own colorway, I was like,
yeah.
yeah, I
So
need to do more of these.
that was a good 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 hat for them Gammas.
Yeah,
I remember the photos Rob did for it, and he showed me. I was like, I
killed it.
don't.
He killed it. Shout out to Rob. For
But
real. I was even like, holy, he was like, when he got it, when I sent him the hat, he was like, wait till you see what I'm gonna do. I'm like, dude, I can't wait. Honestly,
yeah,
let's see, because I don't expect people to like do cool photo shoots and things like that. But he
yeah,
was like, that was what his mission was, and he put it with the sneaker. And when he sent me them, it was
yeah.
the day the hat released. He sent it to me. I was like, oh my god, this is
Yeah.
beautiful.
He's,
I'm post.
he,
I'm creating this post ASAP.
he's very good at that. But and I love how passionate he is about it because that's what he wants to do. He wants to rent. That's what he wants his job to be.
Yeah.
He wants to do that kind of photography. So
he
I've said
he's
to
so
him, oh,
passionate. He's
yeah,
motivating me to want to learn, and
yeah, yeah,
like he pointed me in the right direction, and I'm like buying backdrops, and I'm buying lighting, and I'm gonna start trying to mess around with it too. But like it's all based off like his passion. Like it rubbed off on me.
yeah.
Like, dude, I love it. Like I want to start trying to
Oh,
fuck around
listen,
too.
in New York, I swear, he's gonna shoot that much stuff in New York. It's gonna be unbelievable. He's gonna spend more time on the camera, I think. You know what I mean? And even like because so basically, I've got all the crush on you's rays.
Yeah,
I've got the blue one here, but
nice.
I've got all the others, and I'm going to meet him. He's going to get them, but I'm going to bring the blue one with me to New
Yeah,
York, and Rob's going to do a proper photo shoot of all of them, like while we're in New
nice.
York. So and Ray's going to be there. He said, like, I want to be there for that. I was like, listen, sweet man, we'll get some
Awesome,
nice shots
awesome.
for that and that. But
Yeah,
yeah, it'd be good. Right,
yeah, man.
let's let's see what crowns you've brought to the party.
Okay. Let's do it.
So, Crown One. Look, I've even got a banner. Look at that, Crown One. Look, we
Crown
are
number
ready to
one.
go.
Well, I mentioned it before. It wasn't my first hat drop because my first hat drop was the Come Home With Me 1.0, which was a collab between me and my cousin Jarrell, which it was only right. He got me the opportunity. So we collabed on the first hat. But this technically is my first hat, my first design that I cooked up. I was inspired. I wanted to do it. And when I showed it to Teddy, it was the first hat that caught his attention. And he said, let's do it. You're on the team. I want to do that hat. And it is the Soprano 1 New York
Mm,
Yankees with the burgundy, like Merlot wine, uh, brim, snow gray crown, metallic red, and then the inaugural, the original Yankee Stadium. So it's
no,
like, it's from when it was built to when it
yeah,
was
all right, yeah.
finished in '08. A lot of people didn't know at the time, I didn't know how to really explain details and things like that. But it's inspired by the Soprano house that Tony and his family lives in.
Mm,
If you watch the series, if you're familiar with it, it's the same color and all that. And like I said, like just getting a chance to do and and it wasn't a tonal error flag. But green bottom, white guts. We were doing white guts heavy back then. Um, just to give it that old school Queens vibe because I'm from Queens. But at the time, being able to like look at colors and all that, like I didn't know really how this was gonna come out. I was praying it was close to the house.
mm,
And this is actually that eggnog. And after I used it, like it became like one of the most popular colors to use on fitteds. Um, but yeah, this is crown number one, soprano,
that
and this is one of my
that
favorite
egg
crowns I've done.
that eggnog, it's sort of like a shinier seashell. That's what it
Yeah,
reminds me of.
so
Yeah,
it's seashell, but the shine is actually because I put silver, not aluminum. I put
yeah,
silver with metallic red, so that's kind of like in it, and it makes
mm,
it like kind of shiny, which
yeah,
I love. But this was me not knowing much about designing and how things come out in hand,
mm,
but being so satisfied with this and feeling like this was my first official 100% my idea hat that I did that I got in hand. And honestly, I was gonna do a red bottom at first, and shout out to Fitted Algebra. He was like, "What do you think about maybe changing it to green? Jersey, the Garden
mm,
State
yeah, yeah.
green." I said, "You know what? I like that suggestion, and I think it would look better, honestly. And I'm happy that I did make that change. But yeah, this is crown number
Mm,
one.
it's a beauty,
This
beauty.
this came out, I want to say October 2023. So this October will make 3 years.
It's now part of fitted hat history. Now, you know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
That's
Yes, sir.
always there. Right, crown two. Oof.
Crown number two. This was my release. This was actually
I
my
love
second
it.
collab.
I love that hat.
My second collab with my cousin Jarrell. So our first hat was the Come Home With Me. This was inspired by Jim Jones,
Hmm.
Hustler's poem,
Yeah,
and him just rocking fitteds. We did the American League patch. I hadn't seen nobody really using it as a side baddie. The inspiration was the Dipset bird,
yeah.
and 100%. This is the first time ever. If someone did it before me, I don't have knowledge. Someone could educate it educate me on it, but this is a flat metallic iris Yankee logo.
Nice.
When I did this, so many people hit me and said, like designers, said, I didn't even know we could do that. And now you see it being used a lot. And this was 2024. This is 2 years later.
Mm.
You see flat metallic iris logos being used a lot. At the time, I didn't want to give up the sauce, but this is a flat logo. That's why I was able to do it.
There's something about the flat logo. It works. The flat
Gray
logo just
bottom,
works.
white guts. But yeah, it's a beautiful hat. You know how many people that collect hats that had got were able to get this hat, and they come up to me and they say, or they hit me up and they say, I was wearing your hat at work, or I was wearing your hat out in the street,
Mm.
and people are like stopping me or saluting me saying, yo, that hat is fire. What's that hat? If you're not from the community, you don't really know
Yeah.
about these specific ways of getting certain designs.
Mm.
You just think, oh, your regular hat store or lids or something, but you're not gonna find this at lids. You're not gonna find this at a regular sneaker store. There was only one place you could get this, and that was Home Game New York. And this was one of those ones that was like a big what's the right word? Like a bookmark in my design
Yeah.
career. Like
Yeah.
it was a moment that I was
A
like,
defining moment.
it was like a defining moment. Was like I did something, I brought something different to the game. I felt,
Mm.
you know what I mean? And whether I
Yeah.
get my credit or not, or my acknowledgement, there's people with bigger names that have done it after and things like that. I know in my heart, and the facts are the facts. You could go on Instagram and check the dates. When you saw this hat in home game, your boy was the first one to do that. You feel me?
Beautiful.
On
E-
top
e-
of being the first one to do basketball, football, and hockey as well.
even the side, the eagle side patch, like that's done. Probably the best I've seen it done. Like that metallic blue and gold,
Yeah.
and I
And
straight away,
there's little hits of red in there,
yeah.
but
But straight
blue
away,
and gold,
you know that is from the Dipset bird
that's
straight away.
Dipset, baby.
If you're a hip
And like
hop
you
fan,
said,
you
you
know,
love
yeah,
music, you love hip hop. Come
yeah,
on, how can you not see and be like, that's some Dipset
yeah,
shit? You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Right, Crown 3.
Crown 3. You told me to bring 3, right?
Yeah, bring
I
3.
bring 4.
A good thing I've got a banner that says Crown 4 on it, just in case. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Honestly, in my mind though, 3 and 4 are one.
Yeah.
And the reason I brought both of these,
Oh well,
which is the
I'll throw up the
the
4 banner as well. Boof. 3 and
Crown 3,
4.
Crown 4.
There we
The
are.
reason I brought both of these is because this is I dropped these at the end of 2025, and this is like for me the next chapter of my design career.
Mm,
And the first hats that I did were up to par out here locally where I live in the mall. So it's like I
mm,
was able to get some new era fitteds in a mall, in a busy store that sold hats but never did customs. They didn't know much about the custom game. And it's another achievement I could put under my belt of like, yo, I brought something new to a store and I'm changing their mindset of how this hat game works, and how I'm
mm,
showing them that there's a lane outside of just selling clothes, that like people really do fuck with hats. And if you can make one of one colorways that are only available in your store, we could make some noise, and we could really, turn
mm.
up. And
Yeah.
that was this hat, which I specifically said to myself, all right, the first hat is going to be dedicated to a sneaker because we're in the mall. And I've
Yeah.
never really hooked things like I got hats and stuff that are certain colorways you could definitely get fly with and put them with sneakers,
Mm,
but I never was like purposely like, oh, this hat is for this sneaker. this was the first time I did that, and this hat did so well, sold out. Not only through the people online hitting me up, but just people walking in the store, like,
Mm.
"Oh, I need a hat to go with the Gammas." And boom, oh,
Yeah,
we got the hat, right, perfect hat for you. And just people, or even if they didn't have the Gammas, just people seeing this hat on the shelf, this hat flew. I was so like grateful and happy for that moment. So that was the first hat, and then the second hat, I said, because he was like, "I'm gonna give you an opportunity to do two hats."
mm.
So all right, I know this one is like catered to more shenanigans and people shopping. This one is for me. This is the personal one dedicated
Yeah,
to my childhood, and this is a flat logo as well.
yeah, yeah. Nice.
Flat logo, the 99 with the blue, that eggnog seashell, classic, but instead of a white Batterman, that's the seashell eggnog, red,
Yeah, yeah,
blue with the seashell. And to me, this is just my next chapter. Like, I'm gonna continue to build, going forward
nice.
with this store. And I'm still gonna get it in with the stores I already got relationships, whether it's Home
Yeah,
Games,
yeah,
So Fresh, or if a new store wants to do business.
yeah, yeah.
But right now, those were like landmark moments for me in my design career, where it was like my first official soprano that made Teddy want to work with me. My Dipset, Hustler's Diary of a Hustler, and where I felt like I did something, bring something new to the game, and then my new chapter of building this new relationship with my local store in the mall.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I
And
figured,
listen,
why not? I got other hats I could say that are stories and landmarks as
mm,
well, but you told me choose three. I cheated a little. I got four, but those
and
were the ones that
so,
stuck out to me. And I felt like let me
so,
expand on.
so the other apps, right? So how I do it is so we're on episode 12 now. So when I get to episode 20, I do a live show, and then anyone that's been on the previous episodes can just come on. And I did it on episode 10, and literally we had 7 people on all at the same time, just showing different acts, talking and that. So that's why I say
Cool.
three for this time. But then if you come on episode 20, you can bring some more, show some more, and
Yeah, for sure. Cause I definitely could have pulled out the Kryptonite one,
mm,
the first football joints I did with Home Game, um, the joints I've done with So Fresh, and because they all mean something to me. But
yeah,
at the moment I was looking at those, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go with these and tell these stories.
yeah, yeah. We gotta save something for part two, haven't we? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
for sure, man. And
right.
we got
So more coming.
more coming, more goals to reach, more growth, more just building of the brand and the face.
Yeah,
Not a
yeah,
lot of people really knew who I was. I was making hats, but I wasn't out there like making content, talking to the people, and I was a little shy about that. But now I'm kind of getting out of that and just trying to force myself to be more
mm,
of a uh I don't know, like more of a
more present, so people
more
can see who you
present,
are.
more
Yeah, yeah.
present. Exactly.
You
Perfect. Thank
you
you.
ve- you're very much like me. I was the same up until I started this. No one knew what I looked like. No one knew who I was or anything until I started this. Maybe the odd photo from New York last year, but other than that, you wouldn't know who I was. So I
Yeah.
thought, why not? But do it in a way that the community can enjoy. Because, like you say, the whole point of this is, like you say, you come on, tell your stories, show hats. People might be new in the community, might never have seen some of those hats, and then
Yeah.
I'll show a hat at the end because I've been collecting since the late 90s. So
Psst.
I've got stuff that some people might never have seen or was can remember from when there was a kid.
I know about you, man. I seen your stuff on caption, not on Keep It a Bean.
It could have been.
You were pulling some shit out, man. I see you got that OVO box back there.
Yeah, that
You
was
had
on.
you had Terror
Well,
Squad, the original
yeah,
Terror Squad stuff. I'm like, yo, nah, you a true day one collector since some of us were in Pampers.
so what? That's a perfect segue. So I didn't know what to show, but then we seem very hip hop orientated. We like some hip hop and that. So I thought, well, I've got a load of hip hop stuff. So let's uh, let's have a look at some hip hop stuff. And then
Okay,
also, I remember that you said you were a Wu Tang fan.
that's
So
a
if I
fact.
remember, so I just thought we'd pull out the U God,
Ooh, you God.
North of
Wow.
Town.
It's crazy you pull out You God. I used to hang out with his son.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah,
You
nice
God's son.
gold.
He I don't know if he still raps, but his name was Intel. He
Yeah,
filmed a couple music videos for my cousin back in the day, early like 2010. That's just that's fire. That's an official new era You God collab.
yeah, and that was from, if I'm not mistaken, Hat Club back in the day. I'm pretty sure that was Hat Club.
Wow. Look at
And
that.
then we'll stay on the Wu Tang. That's the
The classic Wu logo.
we've got the classic Wu,
Nah, that's tough.
and
I
then
would rock that today if
we'll
they
keep it
dropped that.
Wu. We'll keep it Wu with the heather grey. And do you know where I got this from? Weirdly enough, the small lids in Times Square in 2015.
Wow. Look at that. I didn't
So
even know.
that's
I didn't even know they had them.
hang on, there's another.
2015, I was a young father focused on surviving.
Oh, and then we've got this is a new era Korea. I had a friend.
Queen
I had a friend that was in the army, and he was stationed over there. And he'd go into Seoul,
Korea?
and he'd go
Nah.
into the Korea New Era store, video it, see if there's anything I wanted, and then
Is that fully tonal with a black bottom with a black UV? Or is it a gray
oh
UV?
no,
It's
casseroles,
black.
everything around
Everything
me,
around me. I would still rock that just because it has that.
and then you've got official Wu Tang Clan licensed, so it's now
Wow.
it's official. 2015, yeah.
That's
So,
tough. They need to make those again and just do
and
like a
then
gray bottom.
I thought that'll be because you styled it.
Dipset. Yo, you true to
So
this, man. You
we've
really
got
do love hip hop like me.
we've got the dip set, and
That's
then we've
tough.
got this. This was 144 of these were made. You could only get them in London New Era flagship store. The Jay Z. I've got
99
99
problem.
problems,
What
but my cat
year?
ain't one. 2013.
2013. Okay. Magna Carta, Holy Grail era.
What size are you?
I'm a 3'8". That's a 3'8".
Yeah,
Wow.
and I've got three of these. I've got
Hey.
it in a 3/4, so I might be able to sort you out, my brother.
Okay, okay. My man.
I'm a hip hop fan.
When that
But
Black
yeah,
album dropped,
see, look, there we go. I just
my birthday was a couple weeks after Black album dropped.
yeah,
I bought that album for my birthday. December 7th, 2004, I want to say,
yeah.
or 2003, one of those 2 years. And I literally spent all month of December just bumping Black album in my room as a kid,
Yeah,
just going crazy, bro.
there you go.
Definitely one
Just for
top
the
three, top
people,
four Jay-Z albums.
just for the people. We've got two. What else we got? We got Tupac, Live and Die in LA, Live and Die in Cali.
Yeah, you got
Can't
some
even
shit,
remember,
man.
can't even
Some
remember where that's from. White Guts, Grey, nice old school
oh,
tag.
that's dope.
And I think there's a OVO. Oh yeah, we've got an original OVO, just the plain
That's
dates.
tough.
And that, to be honest, is we've got the original Compton. That's and you can tell it's the original. It's nasty, black nasty, original Compton.
But yeah, that gives me
Black,
Easy E vibes. NWA, Ice Cube.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. So we've got the hip hop. We've got it. We've got it down. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I'll show you this because obviously, if I showed this on the last episode, but Detroit Eminem Monster Tour 2014. Could
Wow.
only get it at Co-America Park if you were there.
You
I
know
knew a
what's
guy.
crazy? Now that
I
you
knew a
say
guy.
that, what year was this? 2014.
2014.
All right, so I just sent because yesterday they announced Jay-Z's doing 2 days at Yankee Stadium, 30
Yeah,
year Reasonable Doubt, 25-year Blueprint the next day.
yeah.
And there was a post that said the last time he was at Yankee Stadium was 2010 before the for the new opening of the stadium. Him and
Mm,
Eminem
yeah,
did the home to home where they did Detroit 2 nights and
yeah,
then
yeah,
they did Yankee Stadium 2 nights where in Detroit Jay opened for M and in New
yeah.
York M opened
Waiting for Jay.
for Jay. I
Yeah.
was there. I was there that night where and they did a post and they showed it and they showed all the people he brought out and I sent it to our little group chat and I was like, "Yo, I was there." But really why I was sending it to is cuz they showed a lot of the people that came out was wearing a Blueprint 3 Yankee
The one
all black with the
with the
black
three red
and the three
lines.
and I
I know.
wanted that hat so bad. I even got online for it and it sold out, bro.
That
I
did
wish
you
I would have had because you could
that
only get it at the stadium
yeah,
too.
that is one of the most faked new era hats ever.
Oh my god, I
Because
didn't even know that. But I wish I would have had that because I definitely would have put that up there with your collection too. Like, yo,
yeah,
you
yeah,
got that, I got this. Yeah, you
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But
That's
woo, I
a
wish I
hard
could have
one.
got that joint, man.
It was a hard one to get. Oh shit, I forgot about this one. I'm just keeping it hip hop. We might as well do the Notorious, the King, Brooklyn,
Biggie, the greatest
Brooklyn.
ever.
Got New York. Miss you on the
Yeah.
bottom, embroidered.
Wow.
And that, I forgot about
Who
that.
you is Ice Cube your favorite? Do you think he's the best all time?
No, my favorite, my top three. It might be controversial. Eminem, Jadakiss, and Ice Cube. That's my top
And
three.
Ice Cube. Okay. My top three is uh Nas is I feel like okay, if we're not being like biased to our favorites, I would
Mm,
say Jay Biggie Nas greatest all time. Like
mm,
not debatable. If I want to say my favorites though, the New Yorker in me wants to go Biggie, Jay, and then Big Pun.
yeah, big. Yeah,
Like
it's.
for my three, but and then that's from like the OGs, like from the new era, like when Dre, Kendrick,
Mm,
Cole's my favorite out of them three.
see, I,
They're
I,
all great, but Cole's my favorite from
I,
them.
I don't listen to anything new. I can't. I'm too.
You
I'm
know,
stuck in my old
oh
ways.
oh, see to this day I'm still tapped in. You catch me throughout the day bumping Cash Cobain and the Young Boys, Bass Swag and
So I have
Wolfface
no idea.
Joey. These are all New York,
Yeah,
like upcoming, the new sound of New York. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like that's
but
how dedicated I am and how
I, I,
passionate I am about it.
I,
That's it.
like, I find it hard. So, like when you said top three, I've said it, and then now I'm thinking, yeah, but what about him? What about like Ghostface? He's up there. He's in my top 10 easily. Like
Yeah, like I think to myself, Raekwon, like
Yeah,
Raekwon's up there in my top 10. Um,
Papoose, old
Eminem,
Papoose,
of course, Eminem.
like old
Papoose is
Papoose.
great.
You
Old
know what I
Papoose
mean?
is great. I wouldn't personally put him in my top 10, but I
No,
love what
right.
Papoose
He's done
brings to the
some
game.
good stuff.
Lyrically, you can never deny that man. He's one of the
Mm,
best.
yeah.
But like I said, like Pun, Raekwon, Guru from Gangstar,
Yeah.
to me, one of the greatest ever. Um,
Yeah.
I
Like you
gotta
say,
show
bit
love to the West Coast. I can't sleep on West Coast. The Game,
game.
Snoop.
Yeah.
Um, who am I missing? Who am I missing? There's just been so many
E40.
great guys.
E40.
E40, Too Short. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Like
Cube.
just Cube. Then we go. We could go even the Wale's, the back in the little
Yeah.
brothers crew, North Carolina and all that. You know what I'm saying? So
And you got that
Lupe
Dirty South.
Fiasco. I
Yeah.
Lupe Fiasco, the impact he had on me. Like some people don't realize like peak Lupe Fiasco was one of the best rappers on the
Mm,
planet. I don't know how you feel about Lupe, but for me
yeah.
at that
He's
time,
very underrated. Cassidy.
Black
Cassidy.
Cassidy had his
You know
moments.
what I
What?
mean?
I was a big Cassidy fan. How about Black Thought?
Black Thought.
Black
Yeah.
Thought
Yeah.
is unfuckwittable. Like, yeah, man.
Vinny
Like,
Paz. I used to like Vinny Paz. Jedi
Naughty by
Mind Trick.
Nature. Oh,
You know what I
Jedi
mean?
Mind. Yeah,
Ill Bill, some
yeah.
of them, Snow Goons, people like that, underground stuff,
I
and
love Run the Jewels, Killer Mike, and
Untold, yeah.
LP. You know what I'm saying? Things like
Then
that. But
take it down south, you got T.I., Luda, you know what I mean? That was
facts. Oh,
another
the whole
world.
Swisher House movement
Mm.
from Mike Jones, Paul Wall,
How wow.
Zero, those guys with Rap a Lot's whole crew and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like Scarface, one of the greatest
Mm.
ever.
Yeah,
Yeah. I could go on for days, man.
yeah.
We could do a whole nother episode. We just talk
Just on
music,
hip
bro.
hop, 90s, 2000s hip hop. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Right. Well, I think we've shown some heat. We've had some stories. We've learnt some history.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, I
Anything you
appreciate
need
you.
to, anything you want to tell the people before we go?
Well, my dog's
Anything
barking
to
over
look out
there.
for?
Give me I don't know if y'all hear the dog, but she wanna say what up before we sign off.
Yeah.
But what I do want to tell the people is just be on the lookout for my future stuff, you know. I got some hats dropping soon. Like I said, a Toronto. I got a Texas coming. I got some stuff with Big Bro coming. I got a pack with 215 Shooter coming. I got a pack with Always Gonna Eat Jay and Ills and Gentleman Soul. Like I got some stuff in the line, and I got a blip coming with Ills. Y'all gonna see that soon too. So just be on the
Mhm.
lookout for it. Like 2025, and I mean 2026 and beyond. I'm just trying to just be as consistent as I possibly can, man. So, hit me up on Instagram, and if you are seeing me for the first time, or if you already follow me and we never really interacted, bro, just DM me. Just DM me. I'm very reachable. I love to communicate. It don't even have to be a transaction of like purchasing a hat. Just to be like, yo, what's up? I like that hat. I like your inspos, or I relate to you. Hit me up, man. I'm always, willing to just chop it up and get to know the people that fuck with me and fuck with my shit.
Yeah, man. That's what it's all about. Community, growing relationships. You know what I mean? You find I've found some of my best friends through this community. Even though we live other sides of the world, it's an excuse to come over and visit. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
man.
And that's what it's about.
Yeah, look, me and you been friends for a while now, and now we
Yeah,
finally like get to have a one-on-one conversation.
yeah.
look at each other eye to eye, pause, you know, but like
Yeah,
get to know each other. And you're gonna come to New York. I'm gonna link up with you guys, and we're gonna just keep building
yeah,
on what it is we've established. And bro,
exactly.
I'll be back on this show for sure.
Yeah,
Whenever
man.
you want me, we'll make the time for it. And yeah, man, I appreciate you even having me here, man, on your platform, bro.
Right, the pleasure is all mine, my son. Right, so thank you, people, for watching. As I'm not very good at this YouTube stuff, but you know, like, comment, share, subscribe, all the stuff I put on the banner. Literally worldwide. Go and follow him on all platforms that he's available on. Follow
Yep.
me if you want to. If you don't, you don't have to. But I advise you to because it's quite entertaining. Other than that, he's been worldwide. I've been Catmaster Flash, and we've been flashing back to the fillage. Until next week, peace.
Peace.